Believe it or not, it is possible for you to get a guaranteed unsecured credit card even if your credit is kind of thrashed right now. So it just depends on the level of thrashness that will determine what you'll be able to qualify for. So what a lot of people don't know are there's actually 7, let me see if I could do this right, 7 credit card companies, little known credit card companies that you can utilize and apply through to be able to get unsecured credit even if you have very shaky or even outright bad credit right now. So some of these credit cards will give you up to $10,000. Of course, if you do have really bad credit, you're not going to get $10,000. So don't even think you're going to get $10,000 because you're not. But even if you have challenges with your credit, you can get some of my students get about $1,000. Some of them get $3,000. Some of them get upwards of $5,000, even with credit challenges. So please note that this is possible for you even if you do have severe credit challenges. So what are these credit cards? Well, first and foremost, let's talk about you and your personal credit score. Now, it's not really so much about the score per se. It's a lot about the hard inquiries that you've had recently, like within the last 6 to 12 months. So if you've had piles of hard inquiries, I try to get rid of those first before you start to apply for new credit. Because if you have anywhere from 5+ hard inquiries within, say, the last 6 months, that's showing and reeking of desperation. A lot of banks and lenders don't like to lend new money or new credit to anybody who's reeking of desperation. So what I would do if I were you is I would dispute all hard inquiries in the last 6 to 12 months. Try to get rid of all of them if you can, because they stay on your credit for up to 2 years. Try to get rid of all of them, dispute it with Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And at the same time, this is the part that most people just, shut off their ears from working and don't want to listen to me. But part 2 of the dispute process is to dispute directly with the creditors who pulled your credit, stating that by federal law, they did not have what's called permissible purpose to pull your credit. And most of them will just simply remove the hard inquiry off because, especially if you didn't get any credit through them, they're just going to take it right off as if it never happened. They don't want to deal with any problems with you. They just completely remove it off. So I would dispute it with both the credit reporting bureaus and directly with a creditor. Now, if you're wondering, well, where do I find the creditor information? You just simply pull your credit reports, and in the hard inquiry section, it will show the name of the creditor and the address of the creditor. You're going to send them a physical mailed letter, not online, not emailing anybody, physical mailed letter, and you're going to send a trackable mail. And then you're going to wait. And it usually takes upwards of about 7 to 10 days for them to remove the hard inquiries off. So try to get rid of all your hard inquiries if you can, or at least most of them, because not only is it dinging your FICO score, but it just looks like you're desperate. And no bank, as far as their algorithms go, like to lend to desperate people, right? So once you get rid of your hard inquiries, we don't even need to discuss like bumping up your FICO score at this point. Just get rid of those hard inquiries. And the good news is if you have no hard inquiries, then you're really in a good place to start off and do this right away. So let's talk about the preferred 3 personal credit card companies. And then I'm going to talk about some secret business credit card companies that will literally guarantee everybody. Okay. So even if you don't have a business, we'll talk about that in a second, how easy it is to get one. But let's first talk about the 3 credit card companies that I like that they're probably the ones that will approve the people that have the worst credit on the planet. So the first one is called First Premier, or just, Premier. Back in the day it was called First Premier. I think I still have my cards, my original cards from when I was reestablishing my credit, and I still think it says First Premier on it. And I think my bank statements or my credit card statements still say First Premier, but they like to call themselves Premier now. I don't know if it's some new branding thing or whatever it is, but they can get you around $1,000, especially for those of you that are trying to reestablish your credit. In fact, if you don't already have a second chance credit card, Premier or First Premier Bank is probably going to be one of my top picks for you to be able to get your, credit back in order. They pretty much virtually approve almost everybody, and you would have to have like probably a 350 FICO score for them to not approve you. And 1,000 hard inquiries, that would probably be the only person that would not get approved. But if you have around a 550 FICO, somewhere in there, and barely any hard inquiries, they're going to give you a credit card, and it's going to be upwards of about 1,000. I've had some of my students get like $2,000 from them. So First Premier or Premier, pick your poison, whichever one you want to call it, is your first choice. And so I recommend that. The second one is called Fortiva. Fortiva is also a really good second chance credit card company. They will also approve some of the most atrocious bad credit out there. And, again, if you have around a 500, 550 mid FICO, and you really want to get that second chance credit card, you want to get maybe upwards of $1,000 to $5,000, Fortiva is the one that you want to focus on and apply through. Again, we need to be very, very aware of how many hard inquiries we have and to try to remove those hard inquiries first before we go forth and start applying. Now, if you have say 3 hard inquiries or less, in say the last 6 to 12 months, then you should be okay to start applying now. But if you have 5 or more in the last 6 to 12 months, then you probably want to start getting rid of those first before you apply for any credit moving forward. And then the last personal credit card company I recommend is called Credit One. Now, I know that I've talked about Credit One before, but this is the one that will give you probably the most money off the bat if you have poor credit. If you have decent credit, they'll give you the most money possible, which is usually around $10,000 right off the bat. But if you have credit, difficulties, I've seen people, even with some bad credit, be able to minimum get about $1,000, and in some cases $3,000 or even $5,000. Of course, it just depends on which part of the spectrum you're on as far as bad credit goes. But that's probably one of the most lenient second chance banks out there. Now, please note, and I talk about this in a lot of my videos, you don't want to run out and get 10 second chance credit cards. I'm actually going through this right now. In fact, I've had a lot of comments from some of you when I talk about my second chance credit card, my 2 second chance credit cards that I've had with Applied Bank. And I just had it out with them a couple days ago because I was having a thing where I was paying in advance because they charged me $9.95 a month for their monthly service fee. And so I have 2 applied card bank cards. I have one that's secured and one that's unsecured. My unsecured card, I didn't know, was older. It was 20 years old. My secured card, which is $5,000 secured, that they have been basically holding my $5,000 hostage for the last, I thought it was 20 years, but it's been 16 years because I just had a conversation with a guy yesterday on the phone, Patrick at Applied Bank, and he told me I had that card for 16 years. So I told him, I'm like, I want my money back. I want that $5,000 back because I'm essentially paying you guys $10 a month to hold my money, my $5,000 hostage, and this has been going on for 16 years. So I know that the rule is not to close open revolving accounts, but I'm going to actually break my own rule. In fact, I did it yesterday. I just closed my Applied Bank card, just the one, not both of them, just the one secured $5,000 card. And so it just made me think that, in this video when I was preparing for it today, I'm just like, just think into the future. Because when I was trying to reestablish my credit after my bankruptcy 20 years ago, I didn't think into the future. Nobody sat me down and said, hey, Monica, this is how you need to have a strategy as far as how this goes. You don't want to just line up all these second chance credit cards where you're paying $10, $15 a month in service charges. Not only that, but some of them have an annual fee also. You don't want to have to do that forever. So when you guys think about getting a second chance credit card, think about getting one second chance credit card, not lining them up like I did. And of course, the reason I lined them up like I did is because I didn't know any better and I didn't have anybody telling me this information and advice, in advance. So now here I am stuck with these second chance credit cards 20 years later. First Premier is also one of those cards where I'm paying a monthly fee for it just to keep the open revolving, the history that I don't want to give up. And the guy was even, he wasn't threatening me. Patrick was actually very nice from Applied Bank, but he's like, you'll be giving up that 16 years. I'm like, yeah, but then I have another card with you with 20 years. And I have my First Premier Bank card, which is 20 years. And I have other cards that are, long-term. So yeah, I'm probably going to take a FICO score hit. I will let you know in future videos, when I have to take that hit and how much that hit is for me closing that $5,000 Applied Bank card yesterday. So I probably won't know for a couple billing cycles what it's going to look like on my FICO score, but I will let you know, and I will keep you in the loop as far as what that looks like, because a lot of you probably want to know. I honestly don't think it's going to be that much of a dip. Of course, my FICO score is in the mid 800s anyway. So even if I have to take a 20-point hit for who knows how long, it's not going to really bother me none. So eventually you guys want to get up to that point too, where it just doesn't, anytime you do apply for credit or buy a new car or whatever, or buy a new house and you have to take kind of a hit on your FICO until the billing cycles catch up. you don't want to ever have to worry about your FICO in that way. And that's why we want to get it as high as possible. So in addition to you getting these second chance credit cards, folks, you should also be fixing your credit as well. But remember, we want to focus on getting one second chance credit card. If you want to get another one, then think about maybe getting a secured Bank of America credit card, because after 12 months of perfect payments on the 13th month, they refund you that deposit. So you're not going to be in that $5,000 secured card purgatory that I was in for the last 16 years with Applied Bank. You're not going to have to deal with that. So Bank of America is probably one of the only banks that I know of that will refund you the money. And so your secured card will turn into an unsecured card on the 13th month. So if you're going to do another kind of second chancey credit card, then I would do the Bank of America, because Bank of America is worldwide known. It looks really good on your credit, and they do give you that money back, which I can't say that the rest of them will, because they don't. Okay. So those are the three that I recommend on a personal level. So again, to recap, first Premier, or Premier, whichever you want to call it today, Fortiva, and then, of course, Credit One are my top picks on personal credit. Now, let's talk about the business credit ones. These are the guaranteed approval credit cards. So obviously you need to have a business, which includes you having a corporation, ideally in your home state. So it could be a corporate entity, it could be an S corporation, LLC, whatever. And it has to have an EIN, which stands for Employer Identification Number. Essentially, that's the Social Security number for your company. It's essential that you get one of those. And even if it's a brand spanking new business, you can still apply for these cards. So let's talk about kind of these little known cards that guarantee approval that you can get pretty much overnight, even if you personally have poor credit and you have a brand spanking new corporation. And you can get upwards of $5,000. So let's talk about these. The first one I recommend is called Murphy USA. Now you're probably thinking, well, Monica, that's a gas card. Well, yes, it is a gas card, but it's also a hybrid MasterCard. So they do literally guarantee approval as long as you, A, have a personal Social Security number, and B, have an EIN number for your corporation. They will guarantee you for this MasterCard. Now, mind you, it might just be a couple $200-$300 in the beginning, but ultimately they will be able to give you more and more money. I have had a lot of students who have found that these business credit cards will give them so much more money, even thousands of dollars, when a personal credit card that's equal to it would only give them, say, a few hundred. So you never know. This Murphy USA card might very well give you $1,000 or more dollars, even with poor credit. But they literally say, we guarantee everyone. So everyone's guaranteed. And yes, I know it sounds like a gas card. In fact, everything that I'm going to be talking about from this point forward is going to be a gas card, but it's also a hybrid Visa or MasterCard. Okay. So Murphy USA is probably my top pick because they do guarantee everyone. So let me look at my cheat sheet. The second one is Fuelman. Fuelman MasterCard. It's also a fuel credit card for businesses. Again, you do have to have a corporation and an EIN to apply, but they also have very, very lenient credit approval processes, and they also, again, have a MasterCard. So you don't have to just use these cards for fuel or gas. You can use them as well as a MasterCard. Same with BP. So everybody knows BP oil. BP also has a MasterCard. It's like all these are considered like fleet cards, but they're also MasterCards as well, which you could also use in any store that accepts MasterCard. So BP is also one as well. And finally, there is one that's a Visa, not a MasterCard. It's a Visa. It's called A2B. I personally don't have A2B, but it's A2B, and it's also a Visa as well as an unsecured business credit card. So those are ones that you can get. And again, the only one that I know that literally guarantees approval is Murphy USA. You don't have to have a Murphy gas station that's near you. In fact, you're probably in an area of the country that doesn't have Murphy, or maybe you've never even heard of Murphy. If you're in the South or the Panhandle of Florida where I'm at, it's like the Murphys are popping up everywhere almost as quickly as Starbucks, and you see them everywhere now. And so Murphy is a very large multi-billion-dollar company, and they literally will tell you, you are guaranteed to get the credit card. You are guaranteed to get their unsecured credit card. So it's definitely one that you want to look into if you're looking to get unsecured credit. All of you should be trying to get unsecured business credit anyway, even if you think that you're not ready for it, because maybe you think your personal credit is not up to speed or up to snuff with being able to qualify for unsecured business credit. You should still start the process of getting yourself a home state corporate entity with an EIN to start preparing yourself to get that unsecured business credit, which is the only way you're ever going to be able to get enough credit to start building wealth, whether it's to start a business, buy a business, build a business, whether it's to invest in real estate. You need to be able to access OPM or other people's money to be able to ultimately build wealth for yourself. Because let's face it, you trying to scrape together savings to start little businesses that cost a couple hundred here and a couple hundred there, that's not how you build real wealth. It's through being able to access hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars to be able to borrow that money to then influx into investments that can give you, a cash flow that you can set your watch to. So that's the way to start building wealth. But the only way you're going to be able to do that is to start the process of getting yourself in a business. And then, of course, getting these unsecured business credit cards to start building up, that new, credit profile. So that's the way to get your unsecured guaranteed credit cards. Hopefully you guys are going to work on that, as well as continuing to fix your personal credit if it's not yet perfect. Always, always, always continue working on fixing your personal credit. So if you found that this was helpful, give me a nice thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, drop some comments down below. This is Monica Main signing off, and I will see you in the next video.